Get ready for back to school. New help is on the table to make things easier with all the complications from coronavirus. Georgia Senator David Perdue is behind the $50 billion plan, but his opponent, Jon Ossoff, points out the money has some strings attached. Channel 2's Richard Elliott got answers from both campaigns. Joins us now live in DeKalb County.
Yeah, DeKalb County Schools made the decision earlier this month not to reopen the actual school buildings like Briar Vista Elementary here, but instead they're going to go to remote learning. That'll start on August 17th. Under this proposal, DeKalb would not be eligible for this federal grant money until they actually open up the buildings. But under this plan, it could make it easier for districts to share data so they could better handle this crisis. Briar Vista Elementary School is closed right now and won't reopen anytime soon. DeKalb County School District decided instead it will use virtual teaching and will start August 17th. Senator David Perdue says he supports local districts making that ultimate call.
Somebody asked me yesterday, do you think it's okay for somebody to delay opening schools? I would never presume to judge on that decision. That's a local decision.
Perdue is sponsoring what he calls the School Act, $50 billion in grants designed to help connect schools with healthcare professionals, increase testing, streamline and facilitate data collection so all schools can share information. And it would deliver more PPEs and disinfectants.
This intent is intended really to help that superintendent, that principal and teacher to figure this out.
Well, thus far, the senator's proposal is just a press release.
Perdue's opponent in the upcoming election, Jon Ossoff, pointed out what he says are flaws in that proposal, including the fact that schools that do not reopen will not be eligible for the grant money. He believes all schools should get federal help, especially those that make the decision not to reopen and have to go to remote learning instead.
Some of our districts are not going to be able to meet CDC guidelines. Rather than putting teachers and students and families at risk, the federal government should equip them to engage in virtual and remote learning until they can meet public health guidelines. Now, DeKalb County is just one of the districts, of course, around Metro Atlanta making the decision not to reopen the school buildings, but to go to virtual learning instead. We're live in DeKalb County. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.